Hi there. Okay, so I had said earlier that I was going to do a tutorial about the final lesson plan assignment as well as the video presentations. And I apologize, I'm in a dark room right now, but I wanted to get you this information as fast as possible. So I think the most important thing to share with you is just to review and go through the phases of a life skill lesson. So it starts with the goals and rationale section, where we state the goals of the lesson are shared with the group prior to the start of the lesson. They have to be achievable, and the rationale is why this group at this time. So, what's in it for me? Why am I learning this? Okay. The goals and rationale should be posted visually, and I will give you an example of this in a little while. Um, the lesson itself starts with the stimulus activity. So this is the problem, topic, or skill is introduced. So you might show a video to stimulate feelings about this topic. You might give a question that's going to provoke an emotion. You might you might do like an activity that really gets people feeling the necessary emotion to know that the topic is relevant. Okay. Then there's the evocation section. So this is the feeling part of the session. The group's encouraged to share their feelings in response to the stimulus. So, if you were doing time management and you had a stimulus activity that gave everybody a real sense of a time crunch and they were feeling stressed, they might talk about what those feelings were like during the evocation, how they felt, their response to that activity. The objective inquiry is your teaching part of the lesson. So this is where you, the coach, are the expert. You're going to give a 10-minute maximum mini lesson on the topic. So you might provide some theory or some tips and tricks of how to develop this skill. Okay, and then from here, there's skills practice. So you've taught the mini lesson and the objective inquiry. Now the group is going to have an opportunity to practice those skills. So you might do role plays, or you might, if it's time management, you might give a worksheet that they had to fill out to identify where in their day time could be, borrowed from or whatnot. And so you want to make sure that there's enough activities here. Usually 3 to 5 is sufficient to practice the skill and get enough feedback to make the learning meaningful. In the application section, group members set goals for themselves and how you actually will use it in everyday life. And then the evaluation, you sum up with the group, they identify what they've learned, any personal insight, and review the goals again and make sure that they have been achieved. So that's the lesson plan overall. But when we're doing these mini presentations, I'm not asking you to do a full life skill lesson. Don't execute it all at once. You may, in fact, record it all at once, but you're going to break it down into small sections. So, for instance, 1 week is the goals rationale warm up. So, that would just be simply recording the goals and rationale, why you have your topic, what are the goals for learning, and a simple warm up icebreaker activity. What would you do? That's the video for 1 week. The next week, stimulus evocation. So, you would just do the stimulus activity and evocation, record it, post it in for that week, and that's it. The objective inquiry is on its own, so that's one video, your quick mini lesson. Okay, so you're breaking up one whole lesson into segments, so we don't all have to watch an hour-long video at once. We just watch sections of the video. So this is part one of the tutorial. I'll go into some more detail with the next video.